First job of the day, meet the electric board at Brookhouse and Wellbrook, because there's something to do with the overhead lines. They're the wrong cables and they've got to change them. So we've just spent the last 20 minutes walking around, looking up, getting wet because we're looking up, because it's raining again. Now I'm going to nip across the road and count up how much straw we've got left in the shed. There's a few more bales here, and then there's a few there that were baled last thing at night and we weren't perhaps as dry as we thought they were going to be. Look how different the colour is with the headlights. My camera really makes the straw look rubbish. It's not, it's actually quite bright wheat straw, but on the camera it just looks grey and dull. But yeah, we can get this empty, then we can sort this valley gutter out and all these skylights, and then this side of it obviously needs re-roofing. So I'll just count up these now. Just had a zoomed debrief on the tractor run. Now I'm in Rainford going to an event about biodiversity organised by MIAS, and it's snowing and it's freezing and I forgot my gloves. It's a bit windy, so I'm hiding behind the umbrella, but this is some scrapes that have been dug out to slow some water down, and they've had trees planted around them. So it like holds the water, then it trickles down through that pipe into the next one, and then the next one, and then eventually ends up in the ditch. It's fresh from the dairy show, complete with the carpet off the dairy show, is this spreader bale. I'm just going to unload the carpet out of it because we don't want to spread that. And then I think we've got to make sure we put the right fittings on it, because they're little fittings, flat face. We want the big fittings for here. We'll put that on and have a play with it. I had an email off someone, Ollie, good name. He's doing a project at level 3 agricultural diploma, and there's 10 questions he wanted me to answer, but Ian thought that if we answered on a video it might be interesting for other people. First question: how has technology changed during my farming career? Well, when I started farming we didn't have clutchless forwards and reverse on tractors. Now we've got fully automated forwards and reverse and tractors that steer themselves, so that's changed quite a lot. Do you use technology in farming? Yes, every single day. Do you think technology has a big or small impact on farming? Massive impact, because you've also got the technology through seed breeding. How do you think technology has impacted farmers' workload? It's, in some ways it's made it more difficult because there's more stuff to sort of like engage with and fill in, but then in other ways it's made it easier to drive tractors and machinery and made us a bit more efficient. Where do you think technology will lead farming in the future? I think the future technology will come from smart breeding, maybe swarm technology with like small drones working in fields, I don't know. Do you think agricultural technology is too impactful on smaller farms? It's an interesting question. Too impactful? Not really, because there's different levels that you can use in different machines. Or even like the technology that you're watching this on and learning from. What do you think the most important piece of technology is? I think it was voted the mobile phone once for communication, but a weather station and a moisture meter are pretty important. Or obviously GPS. What types of technology do you use? GPS, electric moisture meters, mobile phones, CBs, internet, Wi-Fi, clutchless forwards and reverse, automatic gearboxes. How do you find this? Also yield mapping. How do you find the selection of companies producing agriculture? Is there a small selection? No, there's loads of them trying to sell you something. Would you invest in more technology in the future? Yes, definitely. I hope that's answered all your questions, and anyone else might have found it a bit interesting. Are they more Valentine's gifts there, Ian? They are very suitable, aren't they?
New sizes as well on these ones.
New sizes? What does that mean?
It means if you're a different size to the ones we had, you can now have one.
Oh, there we go. In stock now. We got cold and wet, and apparently these are hog roast on at Cheshire Farm Machinery. They've got an open day, so we're going to have a quick mooch. What's that? Yellow Deutz? Yeah, it is, isn't it? No way. So we'll have a little bit of mooch, see what's going on here. We just queued for 20 minutes to get over Runcorn Bridge because it's down to one lane. We're here now, and look at that. A hog wrap. Never had a hog roast wrap, but it's a good idea. I'm a bit breaded out after having sandwiches for dinner. Looks mean that, doesn't it? 280 though. So, I mean, it's only 280 horse. It looks like about 500 horse. John stood next to it for scale with a matching hat. Look at this Manitou, but bucket's really sharp. I like that though. That's cool. Dave's not happy because I've found the bucket. No, that's a good idea though for climbing Indonesia, and you are definitely sat lower. It's just, I don't know why, but that reminds me of, like, remember the school pumps you used to have years ago? It's like one of them upside down. But then lecky windows and electric mirrors. It's mad, everything's just like in a different place. That looks Audi-ish. That's the same stop that we have on the cherry picker, or churro picker, and the boiler. It's good, isn't it? Little cubby hole thing there for putting your MacBook in, you know, because we don't have sat navs. Little cubby hole here, which is a bit stiff. Ian's looking at the mirrors, looking at how expensive they are. I know what you're thinking.
That mirror looks expensive.
I just said. Yeah, the wiper nearly goes all the way to the top, doesn't it? That is good, that, if it works. But it's also, as well, you can't see, but we'll go around here. It's got a wiper on the side there as well. Yeah, that does look expensive, that, if you drop a bale on it, doesn't it? I suppose the trick is, don't drop a bale on it. It's that diesel, that. Fuel tank in the back corner, by the hot engine, by the exhaust. There's this pit that I saw the last time I was here. It's a little bit like what Tom Lamb's building. So the jack rolls up and down in it. Two escape routes, got a ladder at either end. Obviously got a Brogan trailer on it, and then they've got this, apparently they've only just got it. It's a brake testing machine for testing brakes on agricultural trailers. So it obviously displays on there the braking force of the axles and everything. Looks expensive. That must activate it. Oh, I see, yeah, look. Turn your brakes on and off with that. Be interesting to see that working. What's this do? Oh, like an ABS lead or something, maybe. There's a quiz question. What is that? Think you know, let me know in the comments. This is what we need, and this is what Morgan wants. So it's bale spikes on the bottom. We've obviously took them off for the show. Go in there and it grabs them, so you can grab like 4 or 5 bales at once. I reckon it's cheap because it's shop soiled. Look at this, and if you made that auger so it's like a combine one where the flights went opposite, I reckon you could mix concrete in that really easily. That's like proper small. Do you reckon it is actually 90 horsepower? There's 90 on the badge. That's a quality reg for a hog roast machine. It's got a bit dark now, so we're going to head for home. Heading back to the car, realised we never looked at the self-propelled feeder wagon, which would have been ideal for making concrete. Back to home. Dad's just going to turn the heater off. Dead quick birthday bumper today. Rodney P is 15, Matthew is 42, Olivia Wilmington, which is probably the longest surname I've ever seen, is 11, Honey Rose is 18, and Chris Ackley is 16. £58,720 raised. Happy birthday everyone on there. Nice evening out at Cheshire Farm Machinery. Only went for, I don't know, an hour or so, but ended up there about 3.5 hours. Anyway, I'm locked out because James can open the door himself, so Charlotte has to lock the key. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.